Hi everyone, this is a third short video on the subject of how to sit for meditation. Probably this is the last one that I'll do on the subject, but let's see. And so this video is really for just talking about final points, final tips and ideas for how to improve your meditation posture. After teaching and coaching people for a number of years, various common things come up, various questions and challenges that people have. So just a quick rundown of some of those things to work with and ways to deal with challenges. So first of all, the main thing about improving your meditation posture is really just keep in mind that what you're doing is, this is a process of getting yourself really stable and really comfortable. The idea of your meditation posture isn't that it's supposed to be something difficult, something uncomfortable, something painful. It's really supposed to be something with two principles. The meditation posture traditionally, classically, has two main principles that make it a good meditation posture. So apart from your spine being straight, but your spine is straight really to fulfill these two principles. So one is that it's stable, and stable means basically a posture where you can be still, where you're not shifting and swaying, because if you're shifting and swaying, then your mind is getting involved in that movement, your mind is getting distracted by your body, and so ultimately your meditation is going to be a distracted one, albeit perhaps slightly distracted. But if you're stable, which means you can be still, and really stable means you can be still for almost any amount of time without being disturbed, then your mind's not getting distracted and involved in movement. So stable is one, and the other one is comfortable. So comfortable basically just means that your body can be so relaxed that your mind isn't having to deal with sensations from your body, messages of discomfort, of disturbances from your body. So sometimes in classes I mention, or I just bring up to people, how often do you find in your life that you're really stable and comfortable? And by really stable and comfortable, I mean that you can be still, absolutely still, and you can be absolutely comfortable and undisturbed by your body for as long as you want. Maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, 5 hours, as long as you want. And for most people, there's never such an experience in life. We're always shifting, we're always dealing with moments of comfort and then discomfort and trying to get comfortable again. Even in deep sleep, we're still for periods of time, but not for particularly long. And then we have to shift again and again. So actually, what you're trying to do here is to find an experience that you may have never had in all the rest of your life, which is a position of your body where you can be so comfortable that you don't have to move for as long as you want. Ultimately, so that your mind can let go of its identification with your body, let go with being involved by cognitions and disturbances related to your body, and go to a deeper experience. So just keep that in mind. The idea of your meditation posture is to be stable and comfortable. So ultimately, this is one of the main reasons why we want to sit with a straight spine, because that's the most natural position of the body to achieve that. And so oftentimes what people struggle with in the beginning is that it's just a new habit that you're trying to create. It's a new habit that you're trying to form in your body-mind. And so if that's not something that you're used to, then it just takes some time to get used to that. So keep working at it. It can take, depending on the person, some people sit within a month or two, they're really comfortable in their sitting posture and they make progress and leaps and bounds. If that's you, wonderful. If that's not you, don't worry about it too much. A lot of people take quite some time, maybe years, to get really, really comfortable in their meditation posture for long periods of time. So just keep at it, persevere, And when you're persevering, just a few ideas about how to make it easier on yourself. First of all, don't push yourself too hard. If you end up sitting through lots of pain, it's not really a process that's supposed to be about torturing yourself. If you're in pain, if you're in lots of discomfort, then allow yourself to come out of the posture, relax, let go of the discomfort, come back. You don't want to develop a habit, build a habit in your mind where when you sit down in your meditation posture, you start to get tense because you're expecting pain right away, right? So you want to take it a little bit easier on yourself, arrange your posture well, sit for as long as you can. Once you're starting to feel too uncomfortable, then you can come out. But in that process, there's also the possibility of observing the discomfort in your body, seeing if there's something that you can just accept mentally, emotionally, see if there's something that you can let go of, see if you can relax more deeply and see what happens to the discomfort. And in that way, you might find that you can actually let go of some of those pains and discomforts without having to come out. So that's a very personal process. It's not a matter of forcing yourself to sit with pain. It's rather a matter of observing the pain, attempting to not react to the pain, and attempting to let go and relax and to see what happens. Okay, so that's one of the most important principles of developing your meditation posture. Now, another thing to say is try to sit as often as you can. Whenever you're trying to develop a new habit, if you do it again and again, every day, at least once a day, but if you do it more than once a day, if you do it again and again, it's just going to develop more quickly for you. You're just going to make progress a bit faster. So if you can sit in that posture certainly every day for your regular meditation, or if you can sit more than once a day, brilliant. But also see if you can sit many times in the day for short periods of time, or see if you can use that posture for other things. See if you can use your meditation posture to work in. I love to sit in my meditation posture to do editing, to write my emails, and to do all kinds of other work, because for me it's really the most important, the most comfortable posture that I have. So I can just be really easily focused and undisturbed in that posture. I've got a good friend in Switzerland who, after working on his posture, his meditation posture for a few years, runs his own company. And he decided one day that he was going to change his sitting setup at his desk at work. And so he took his old chair away and just brought in a solid, flat wooden bench wide enough to accommodate his legs and his siddhasana, his sitting posture. And he just started sitting like that all day for his work. And he found that it was, after some time, it was so comfortable, and he was being actually more focused and more efficient, more productive at work. And then when he went to sit in his meditation later on in the day or in the morning, it would go just a lot better because it was now such a habit for his body. So see if you can use that posture at other times for other activities, and it will just give you a boost in your progression. Now, just a few small things that often come up in classes and in coaching sessions. So if you're struggling with your feet going to sleep, or if you're struggling with your legs, knees going to sleep, whatever it is, the ultimate answer to that is keep going, and it will go away eventually. But in the meantime, if it's really bothering you, one thing you can do is, if you're in your meditation at that time, you can try to, rather than coming out of your meditation, coming up, you can do that, but you can also try to just stay in the flow of your meditation. Keep your eyes closed. Keep the flow of your mind going in what you're doing, and just, if one leg is asleep, release that leg, and maybe just leave it there, or otherwise give it a gentle massage as you stay in your meditation, as you stay in the flow with your eyes closed. Allow the blood to come back into the leg. Allow whatever pain is there to subside. And then when you're ready, you just slowly come back and bring your meditation posture back. So you can try to do that to just stay in the flow of your meditation, stay in the groove, and give your body a chance to recover, in a sense. So that can be really useful. Another thing which I found can be really useful is sometimes if you're getting your legs falling asleep, it can be not even so much, possibly it can be not so much blood flow problem as you pinching one of the nerves that's beside one of your sitting bones. So you can just try to very gently adjust your pelvis on your seat, just shuffle forwards and back and sideways to see if you can let go of some sort of pinched nerve there, and then see what happens. I found in the early days of working with the meditation posture that used to happen to me, and it was a revelation when I found all I had to do was shift my bottom, shift my sitting bones a tiny bit, and it would stop. So that's a useful one as well. Other than that, really just keep going, and your body will habituate itself to that posture. Your body will actually change in necessary ways to get that posture to be really comfortable. So it will reform itself according to that posture. And so just keep going. So final point, in the beginning when you're working with your meditation posture, then experiment with your sitting support, with the height of your blanket or your cushion or your bolster, the height of your chair. Experiment with, if you're sitting cross-legged, experiment with which foot goes forward, which foot is closer to you, which is the outside foot, and change it up sometimes and see what works better for you. Do that for the first few months or so, and then once you've found that this is working well for me, you're pretty comfortable and confident with what you've got, then try and stick with it. Try and stick with the same posture every time, because what you'll do then is your body will get really accustomed to that posture, will form the habit of that posture, and it will really help to just progress. So experiment for the first while, after a while pick a posture and stick with it. Okay, so that's about it for final tips and points for working with your meditation posture. So hope it was helpful. Let me know, and wish you stability and comfort in your meditation posture so that your whole experience can go more deep and towards that stillness and silence. So thank you very much. See you next time.